Hi, we are now at the end of day 3 of General Convention. It was a day both of controversy and high drama. A lot of the drama was actually centered around the presentations that were being made around the vision and revision of the prayer book. The controversy is that we've got one group of people, most of whom are older, most of whom are Anglo, who make up the vast majority of what is called Committee 13, who is dealing with these resolutions. They are proposing, in fact, a renovation and rewriting of the prayer book. It would be a 13-year process. Quite frankly, in 13 years, many of the people on that committee were already retired. As a result of that kind of age controversy and the Anglo-centric nature of that committee, a tremendous amount of protest has arisen across the board from people who would be both considered liberal and others who are considered conservative, especially among young adults. Lots of complaining. Oh great, you're going to spend over $8 million on the development of a prayer book that you will in fact not live to see except in retirement. By contrast, we get to live with this for the rest of our lives, and yet we get no input on it because there are no young adults and there are no people of color in this committee. What's wrong with this picture? And so the debate that took place today in the House of Deputies was very, very strong. People lining up both for and against, but one of the things that was clearly evident is that the vast number of people who spoke against it were younger, people of color, across the theological spectrum. A similar piece of drama happened in the House of Bishops. We're conducting business as usual, and Bishop Lloyd Allen, who continues his heroics, stood up in the middle of the House of Bishops and says, "You are not taking seriously the concern that we have that there is no translation available for many of the things that we have to deal with this. How can we vote on this intelligently, debate it with any sense of wisdom if we can't even read it in our own language?" When that was first presented, what actually happened in the House of Bishops was there was a moment of silence, and then the chair picked it up as if it were business as usual. But Lord wouldn't allow it. Literally within 5 minutes, he came back to the microphone, stood up, repeated the same thing, and then called for all people in the House of Bishops, men of color and women of color, to come and stand beside him. It was actually a formidable group of people, easily over 20 or more, and he again presented the complaint, and he said, "We have to deal with this now. It is not fair for us to be so mistreated." He said, "You know what this tells me? It tells me that I am not welcome." Is that what you want to communicate to this deputation, all of the people who were standing behind me? It was enough of a forceful presentation to literally stop business and to cause, even force, the presiding bishop to bring a group of people together to find a way that would tackle it. Within 10 minutes, a small group of them came back, and it was reported that what they came to was that it wasn't that there wasn't resolutions to cover the issue of adequate translation. It was they were not following and living up to the resolutions. That will continue because it's clear that many of the people that are proposing the kinds of renovations to the prayer book and other parts of the church really are being touted by a group of older Anglo people for whom it is their last hurrah. And so there's a lot of pressure on their part to try to make sure this happens because they may not be in power in the next 3 years. But there are a lot of forces against them because they see them as a generation on the wane. And the generation that is rising up to take control, it says, we will have none of it. We have to have input in this process. So I would urge your prayers that as we continue to move forward, God will speak his wisdom and allow us, in fact, to live into the vision for an inclusive tent that the older generation has touted all along to get what they want. Now the tables have turned because there are plenty of other people who are coming in and saying, "You mean what you're saying is that there's no room for me because I don't agree with you?" How inclusive is that? Keep us in your prayers. Thank you.